Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. Today we are going to be playing Lisa's event. Previously I have recorded myself talking with Lisa, and of course I used Nahida because of one very specific reason. You see, if you use Nahida, right, she has an elemental skill to try to read someone's mind, so I can actually get some hidden, let's just say, dialogues that we aren't supposed to see. Well, it's not my fault, it's in the game. So today we are going to be playing per event, and so one thing to make sure is that we get Al-Haytham as the trial character. And one thing to note is that whenever you use Al-Haytham, you must use an Electro with him, and Nahida, of course. Why Nahida? Why Electro? I don't know. Electro just makes his damage bigger somehow. I don't really know how the mechanic works. If they work, they work. That's all I care about. Nothing more. So these are the interlinked character, and I have to make sure that whenever there's a Haytham, there must be an electro character, and I will of course be using Nahida in the interlinked part because Nahida is very useful. She fits on every single team except Ito. Except maybe you were a psychopath. You use Nahida with Ito. Who knows? Maybe there are some folks out there who wished for Ito and Nahida and used them both in the same team. Maybe to increase crystallized shield damage absorption. But nonetheless, today we are going to pick any buff that works. So we'll focus on the dendro damage bonus and the electro damage bonus here on the first team, and last team I'm just going to focus on attack because that's the only thing left. I don't have many upgraded characters, so I may not perform that well, so I'll be picking this one, and let's get started actually. Okay, we are in the first round, Leyline Disorder. As if I'm gonna read that. At least they give us a clear explanation of how things work. So of course, because of my muscle memory, I have to rearrange some characters in their proper places so that my fingers wouldn't slip. Well, this isn't as much of a problem in a mobile phone, but if I'm using a PC, for example, the problem becomes a much bigger issue, and you'll see why. Okay, C2 got hit, and somehow he survived. Okay, Lisa, did they all just die in mere seconds? Oh wait, I didn't even use a Haytham here. Okay, let's just photograph everyone with Nahida's skill and then burst. And we use Lisa's burst, of course. Lisa's skill is on. We didn't even use a Haytham. What the? Okay, maybe next time we're gonna use it. Alright, I hope. So let's get started. Did I forget to rearrange? It shouldn't matter. Those are all new characters anyway. I'm not gonna. They all die so quickly. Huh. This event could be the easiest one, I guess. Let's just use his burst because last time we didn't even get to use him at all. Okay. Now let's photograph all the enemies. Photographing enemies with Nahida's skill is a big problem if you're using a mobile phone. That's why, oh. Well, that was very quick actually. Entering the next round. Okay, back to our usual team. Aika, Kokomi, Xiangling, and Raiden. So let's just rearrange this real quick so that our fingers will get used to the team comp. And let's defeat all this Oceanid mimics. I don't know. At least we're getting we have Okay, we have some easy opponents to defeat, like they're water. They're literally just water, right? So you can just use cryo and then they won't move. It's that easy. Same applies to hydro slimes. Okay, well, that was quick. Okay, now we have about 3 hydro abyss mages left.
Illusion shattered.
About destroying the shields is usually not very easy, so I'm just gonna left Xiangling with Raiden skill because enemies die so quickly. Okay, here's the last one.
Shine down.
Okay, as always, skill. Switch will go me, I don't know. At least this one worked the best for me. And we should be done. Okay, of course. Our first, my name is Violet. How much do you need to get gold though? I just got silver. Oh, that was a quick one. Maybe we shouldn't get gold after all. Maybe it's because our team wasn't good enough. So let's just see this event. Oh, there is a score multiplier. Why didn't you tell me this before? Now I have to redo every single one of them. Like, okay, let's see the requirement. Okay, just need to play all 5 and get some score. Okay, you need 8,000 for gold. Alright, let's redo the first stage because apparently we did the ×1 multiplier. That's why it was so easy. Let's start. Same team, same buff. Okay, we're back. Let us rearrange this time. I don't know why I rearrange on a mobile phone. That shouldn't be a muscle memory problem as much as a keyboard. So let's get started. Of course, photograph all enemies and Xingqiu. Okay, now the damage is starting to feel a little bigger, like from the enemies. Okay. As always, burst everyone. I don't know how a high thumb works. I just press every single button that is active. As long as I'm doing the spread reaction, I don't care. Alright. As always, this should be easy. A high thumb. I really wish I have Raiden right now, but Raiden is in the next team comp, so yeah, Lisa can't do automated damage, or as people would like to call it, off-field damage. Okay, using Lisa's skill was a bad idea. I mean, her multiplier was big, but it was very prone to interruption, and it takes a long time to reach the climax. So just go through our usual means, and maybe we should have went with freeze, because the last enemies we can just use like dendro cores. I photographed every enemy. I don't need to gain. So I just do this reaction until it's over.
Here you are.
Maybe I should have changed the team comp from the beginning. Okay, after our second challenge, now I forgot to now I remember to change the team comp, and as always, Raiden is so much better with high thumb and also with Ahida here, and Yao Yao as a healer. Finally, a Dendro healer, so you don't have to rely on Kokomi or Barbara while using Nilo team. I don't wish for Nilo for a certain reason, and that is because I want to wish for Nahida, so I skipped Nilo entirely. So I'm not going to use Nilo team. And I do have a high thumb, Nahida and Raiden, so I might upgrade him and her later. But as of right now, I'm still trying to farm the correct artifacts for them. I don't really need crowd control here, to be honest. As long as I can live, that shouldn't be a problem to me. Okay. I don't know how Yaya healing works, so I'm just gonna spam her burst and skill. Okay, let's photograph everyone again. Okay, like the hydro fungi is the interruption is the interruption is crazy. I mean, okay, let's use Raiden's burst for the first time because well, we've relied entirely on our Dendro team. Okay, next. So here we have our usual team again. Just change our order like this. Okay, and we should be good to go. This is all those enemies are Hydro, so it should be easy considering we have a little cryo character here. So they shouldn't move much. But we freeze them. We don't even need to apply Hydro to freeze them. Right, I forgot to use my burst. But anyway. Yeah, this one should be easy considering we have Ayaka, one of the best characters in the game. Right, next. We have these slimes, of course, we can just still freeze them in the normal way using Ayaka. To maximize damage, I'm just gonna use Raiden's Burst and Xiangling's Gopa.
Illusion shattered.
The usual, as people would like to call it, rotation. I don't even know what that means. I just care if they work or not. And now here is the hardest part. So actually, multiple Abyss Mages is kind of OP in a way, you know. Their damage is usually crazy. Like, have you ever played like the Noblesse Oblige domain? I mean, I never played the Noblesse Oblige domain because I just swapped the 5-star artifact that have terrible stats with Noblesse Oblige. So yeah. But if you ever played at least once, you know why multiple Abyss Mages can be very annoying, especially on the damage that you get while defeating them. So I'm just gonna use my burst because this is probably the last enemy. Actually, they take quite a long time compared to like the ×1 multiplier. Okay. And officially we are done. Let's see how much we got. 16,000. Wow, that was a high one. I did not expect that. I remember like when my friend showed his score, I think it was around 32,000. So his was twice as high as mine. So let's get to the next challenge. Okay, fungi, wolf, and how do you call them again? Spectre. So we're gonna use Kokomi for every single one of them. You cannot ditch Kokomi away. You must use her in every single team comp. It is a must. And so I am currently planning to use some team. What should I use? So of course last team is gonna be our usual classic team. And now what should I use to defeat this fungi and those wolf? Maybe we should use Fenty on the interlinked because we wanted to do crowd control on both. So let's just assume we're gonna use Yanfei here. And what reaction we should do? Maybe let's pick the skills first. We have Animal, Pyro, Swirl reaction. I'll put them here. Cryo, of course, this is gonna be mine. I'll put them here. And crit damage, yes. And the rest is here. We don't really need all members attack. So let's just pick someone suitable here. I'll try Official. Here we can pick the rest, Diona, and maybe Noel. I don't really have any other team, other character who can replace her. So let us pick this team, and I think we are ready to go, actually. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Okay, we are here back again to our second challenge here today, or shall I say, second stage. So I'll rearrange some of the characters to make sure that they fit with my muscle memory. And now, of course, card control, number one source of number one helper in the abyss. I'll do the overcharge reaction. Okay, as usual, I really don't know if you should.
Think you can get away?
Okay, so the thing I love about this event is that everyone burst is somehow just up like every single time, so I can just spam burst, or maybe it's just because of the buff provided. No, I think the buff provided is that weird circle around. Yeah, I rarely read the description of something because I just don't care as long as they work. And also about the new fungi mechanics. Of course, if you apply Pyro, it will be a burn effect, and of course reconnecting. You know, we've had so much fun, and somehow this reconnecting have to appear out of nowhere. Okay, let's just continue. Okay, actually we just continue where we left off, so that's great. Nothing is lost. So, by the way, the thing about the fungi mechanic, the new mechanic, is that apparently if you apply Pyro, there would be a withering effect, and if you apply Electro, there will be an excited effect. I don't know if that's the word, technical word that they used. Probably just making this up, but I really don't know what would happen to them if you apply Pyro or Electro first, other than the fact that they will get different drops. Maybe I'm not the one paying attention, or maybe look at that tutorial. There's a red exclamation mark there. I rarely touch anything with exclamation marks, so probably that's why. And also, Plenty is open. Anyway, we still got about 4 enemies left, and today, well, we're just spamming burst. Well, we're just spamming burst right now. Yeah, literally, I'm not kidding. Okay, this guy would be our last enemy, and why can't you just... okay, our first challenge is done. Now off to our second one. Here would be our weirdest team comp yet, because nobody can actually do some real damage except Okumi and Noel, and that is even on their burst. So I don't know if we're gonna finish quickly, but since this is the wolf, let's just collect all of them together. Of course, Okumi. Diona shield would be absolutely useless except for applying cryo and for her killing through the burst. So I'm just gonna, well, use Kokomi and the burst stage. Maybe some Noel, but that would break the because it's Claymore user, that would break the freezing. The freezing in itself is not very consistent, just because the fact that I'm only using Diona and Kokomi. So yeah, at least we got the burst up every single time. Maybe not like Kokomi every single time. Maybe because her entry charge I don't really pay attention to. This is trial, right? So maybe the entry charge is not very great, but at least we don't have to worry about anyone even losing HP with Pokemon here. And also, the thing about I hate about these wolves is that they teleport. It's not the fact that they don't care about your shield. It's the fact that they teleport. So back then when I'm in 2.2 update, there's the Hotel banner, and I was exploring the island called Turmi. So these guys, of course, they were introduced in Turmi Island, where they would just ignore your shield, and well, they teleport to you. I'm not kidding. If you got caught, they teleport to you, and they attack you. And boom, suddenly you have an attack that slowly depletes your HP while completely ignoring your shield. Now it's not a problem anymore since I have Anika and Kokomi. They won't move. They maybe they can still attack, but since I have Kokomi, it's not really a big problem anymore. And now I can defeat the Golden Wolf Lord for Ito's material. And you might ask, why would I do that? Well, for my brother, of course. My brother would just join my ward, and he would ask for help in defeating those enemies.
Time for takeoff.
Anyway,
Brace yourself.
well, I've certainly played the
Hold the line.
let's just say Kokomi's artifact domain before, and these guys are certainly hard to defeat because of their long HP. More than anything else, I've seen them in the previous like 2.4 event. Okay, I just missed. I didn't know you can miss, or maybe the wolf just moved out of the way. Okay, and there we go. Our second challenge is done. Back to our normal team. Yes, literally, back to our normal team. Rearrange this a little because muscle memory. Why not? Okay, start challenge. So we will be defeating these specters. They were introduced back when Watatsumi Island was still a new concept. Back then they just introduced Inazuma, and it was unusually small. Turns out they just didn't introduce. I mean, it was not complete yet. So the first thing you wanted to do while defeating the specters was to aim for the Hydro ones because they heal. Yes, I just realized that on like 2.4 update, like way after they were released initially, which is why I was so frustrated trying to defeat them because I didn't know how the heck they managed to stay. And they managed to keep their HP that high, and turns out the Hydro one just heals. Well, maybe you should pay attention to what your enemy does so that you're not gonna be confused by them. Also, the first time I really meet these specters was like, I think there were at least Animal and Hydro. Well, the rest of the specters I met, like Pyro or Electro, I met them like in the 2.4 event, like the ship one. So you go with your ship trying to defeat enemies. In the 2.4 update, back then it was Lantern Right, and I just somehow met those new enemies. Well, I never met them before, but I suppose it should work exactly the same as the other one, just with a different element. And I've encountered them in Kanomiya in about 2.5 update. Okay, I finished, and we got about 11,000. Well, not significantly worse, but maybe I should have paid attention to the team I'm using. Sort of. Okay, to our next level. Okay, so basically Ruin, and then the Fungi, and then the Sumeru Ruin, or the Desert Ruin. So, okay, so I noticed there is a Hydro Fatui on the third challenge, so cryo is a must here. And then I also noticed that they give us a trial Yelan and Raiden, so maybe it's better if they go together. So let's try Raiden, Yelan, and not Xiangli, because is she useful for Ayaka? I don't think so. Maybe Ayaka is not supposed to do melt. I'm confused right now. We got a little more interconnection than we expected. Okay, let's try Xingqiu and official here. Okay, it should work. I really don't know what character I should have. Okay, maybe it's better if this slot is filled with Xingqiu and then this is Kokomi, because we need healers. Healers must be interconnected. And configure skills. Okay, so Electro, you're going here, and then Hydro, maybe here with Eka, and then Pyro here. Crit damage. I should confuse. Should I give to Raiden or whatever? I'm just gonna give to Raiden. And let's see the enemies. Okay, I accidentally just clicked the X. Come on. Okay, basically just the ruin, or let's just say lava troll, because there's only one ruin there. The lava troll, the fungi, and the Sumeru ruin, and then the energy. Is this useful, Raiden? I don't know. At least it is an option. Okay, let's go. Okay, we are here. I don't care. Let's just go. Alright, rearranging our team. So okay, I've never used Yelan before. Maybe I'm not gonna be used. Maybe, well,
Don't get too close.
I'm sorry if I'm not really used to Yelan's skill. Like you have to double click them.
Stop it.
Because okay, let's see the challenge details. Okay, whatever. Maybe I have mistaken. I should have picked a character that can go through all those geo shields. I don't think there is really an option here except Mind Noel, which would be a decrease in damage. Anyway, there is this. Okay. Let's use
Check
Xiang.
this out. Here's backup.
Okay. That way. And then, that's not a good idea to use Raiden. Wait,
The mortal flame.
I should have picked a character with a shield. I should have picked, no. Whatever. Let's just continue. Use Yelan. Or is this a bad idea? Actually, we've got some considerable.
Fire it up.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to restart this because that might actually take a long time. Okay, try again. Same team comp, or maybe I should have replaced Toma with Noah. I really don't know what uses does Toma have. And skill selectors. They just showed the skill. They don't show you like the level buff. Alright, same team comp as before, same layout as start challenge. And now let's be a little careful about the enemies because their damage is actually not really. You can't just underestimate their damage. So I really don't know if you can go through their. I mean, your damage can bypass their shield, so to speak. Okay, we actually did a considerable amount of damage. Right, let's use Raiden skill, Xiang skill, and Yelan all at the same time. And
Now you shall perish.
okay, I'll just use Raiden's burst. Her burst will be up anyway. Okay, we're done. And now, not only that, we also have Xiangling's burst full, so that we can
Supported fire.
immediately do damage to his shield.
Inazuma shines
Okay,
eternal.
you know what? I've misclicked. Okay, and learning from our lesson last time, let's not get close to those fire thing. And goodbye, your shield. Okay, yeah, his shield is already gone. Let's get a point. Let's just use Yelan burst. Okay, Raiden's burst is up. I told you, but
Now you shall
Raiden
perish.
energy recharge must be about 200 and something. I don't know. I got like 270. I don't know if it's too high or too low. I'm
There
not
is no escape.
entirely sure. But because of her high energy recharge, it is to be expected that after you use her burst, it's gonna be up. Anyway, okay, let's use everyone's burst because these two guys are our last enemy.
Remove all obstacles.
Disruption. I really hate disruption. Plus, we don't get a good healer here.
Illusion shattered.
Okay, one guy left. This guy.
Here's
Okay.
backup.
I don't know what Toma does here. So maybe I should have replaced him with Noel. Okay, Xiaoling burst. And lastly, damage showcase. Ah, come on, I don't really want to see those big numbers. Okay, off to our next challenge. Now with Kokomi, so we don't have to worry about anyone dying, and here we focus pretty much on electro charge with this team. So let's get started. And first of all, Kokomi first because, well, she heals. And then group those enemies.
Insolent.
Okay, I have skill. And
Inazuma shines
burst.
eternal.
I mean, my damage isn't really bad actually. Okay, I just realized this is trial right. Okay, maybe that's why. So, okay. I mean, the interruption is kind of like annoying on this one. It's not on the state where like it's not a work. I mean, it doesn't do enough damage to be annoying. The annoying part comes to the fact that the interruption, it's,
Illusion shattered.
let's just say, whatever. You see, the interruption on the Hydra one is really
There is
annoying.
no escape.
If you use Yoimiya or Lisa, if you even use her anymore, you would be very annoyed by this. That's why you really need a shield. If you
Inazuma shines
even
eternal.
use Yoimiya. There are still people using Yoimiya, but I am not one of them. So, maybe I cannot relate to this.
Illusion shattered.
And so, how far away? Okay, so there's like this toggle between on and off buff. Okay,
Now you shall
I really don't
perish.
know what kind of buff this is to fight. Maybe direction. Are we doing the damage not? Are we damaging not fast enough? Well, I don't even know what to explain. I mean, I might have played this too well, or I might have some missing components. I should have
There is no escape.
at least Xiaoling here to at least, you know, kind of like give a little bit of the damage here. Because the Raiden's national team, or it is literally translated from Mandarin. Nation, boy. 对. So,
Illusion shattered.
yeah, you have Raiden, Xiangling, Chongyun, and Xinqiu. So Yelan will be our Xinqiu today. We are just missing Xiangling. Okay, and again back to our normal team, except for the fact that now we have Xingqiu. I have picked the wrong team. I should have used Xiangling back with Raiden. But at least this time it will be easy. Our enemies are all human, which means that we can just freeze them. And well, anyways, well, we should be able to do permanent freeze because we have Xingqiu and we have Kokomi, which means that when Kokomi's skill is cooldown, okay, that guy just entered the Geo shield. This will be terrible. See, we barely do any damage, and I don't know how long it will take because of the damage. So, if this takes too long, I guess you guys can just skip ahead because this is outside of my expectation. I thought I would just kill this guy, but anyway, at least we kill the healer first. Healer first, and then everyone else. That's how this combat works. I mean, that's because I don't have an OP enough character. So there's this Geo guy left.
Rain outlines your fate.
I really hope this wouldn't take too long. Otherwise, I really don't know what I should do anymore. Okay, that guy just go away, but it doesn't even matter. Even if he's freezing or not, it doesn't even matter because like we barely do any damage.
No, my sword.
Okay. You see, I really hate the fact that to defeat the Fatui you must get a very specific element or maybe weapon types. More likely it heavily focuses on specific elements and types. So in the Abyss you must defeat them as fast as possible before they spend their shields. And now into these Sumeru ruins. And one key thing you should keep in mind about these guys is like their skill is about the same with the Fatui Pyro stuff, not the gun one, but the blade one. They would disappear, like literally. I mean, it's not that they disappear; they just become invincible. And invisibility messes with everything because then your auto aim, which is most part of this game, is actually the baseline of how this game works. Like the first time if you do Ayaka's burst, then it would actually aim at something. But when invisibility comes in, then your game would have nowhere to point it at. But at least we finished it at last. 1 of 1,000 nights. This sounds like a level for Yoimiya. Except that it's not. It's a lie. And we have finished actually 3 levels out of the 5. And this recording have been longer than what I thought it would be, so I might have actually cut it here and continue to the other recording. Okay, I am back. I have started a new recording because I don't want the recording to be too long or becoming over 50 minutes in duration. So this will be our enemies. Basically, now we have now it focuses heavily on Anemo. If I have Wander, this would be a great option. So this time the enemies, there are a lot of them, and of course with a lot of enemies we are told to group them, so to speak. So basically we have the slimes, humans, and then whatever. So and the priority here is to get Kazuha across as many battles as possible. So of course the interlinked one must be Kazuha. Then oh I just realized the one interlinked, I don't really see them, to be honest. Anyway, Kazuha must be here so that he would appear on more teams because he's very useful. And then we have Xingqiu. I'm actually thinking about let's use Layla because there's no Kokomi. And here let's use Faruzan. And therefore our team is complete. Just select some buffs and we'll be good to go. Okay. Next, the skills. Let's make sure about the enemies. Okay. Slimes, humans, fungi. Yep, I'm quite sure. There is no enemy, there's no element specific enemies like the Fatui one. So I shouldn't worry much about that. Now we have Cryo, of course, going to be with Ayaka. Swirl maybe here. And we have the crit damage with Ayaka, of course. Next we have Anemo, and we're here. Plunging attack. Oh, this is going to be very clear because plunging attack is useless except you have Xiao. So I'm going to use it on Xiao and then the rest as we go, and let's get started. Okay, so this is the next challenge. So if I can see correctly, there is an enemy that heals, gives buffs. Okay, next let's rearrange our team again. It'll look something like this, so let's start. Of course, we're gonna destroy the shield first and mix everyone up because why not? That's what I've always been doing. Evil conquering, I guess. And I can see Xiao is using deathmatch. Yeah, maybe his weapon is really that special. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, the upside of having Kazuha is that you just literally mix everyone up as long as you're having enemies with elemental powers. So, you see, I thought having Kokomi would mean that nobody is done. Turns out I'm wrong. Maybe my tactics is just wrong. And then while using Faruzan, I think the correct tactic is you just skill and then you charge attack. That's what I remember. And then you burst just for the support. Okay, literally you're just using Kokomi because my Xiao has died. It's okay though, because even if you die, and then in the next challenge, I think you're gonna be okay because Xiao will be revived. But Xiao is not my entertaining character, mainly because, well, he only works on a specific team, which is why I didn't vote for him. My playing video is coming up soon though. I'm wishing for a Haidam. And if you are excited about what character do I get, then you will see later. Okay, we're here on our second challenge, so of course with Kazuha, and because we don't have Kokomi now, we have Layla. And here we can do freeze team because we only have Xingqiu and Ayaka here, and not only that, we also have Kazuha to mix everyone up, which is a great addition here. And the upside of using Layla is that, well, Layla's shield is one of the strongest in the game, so you have nothing to worry about while you use Layla. Okay. First game because my Ayaka's energy recharge is somehow 197%, and that's really high to be honest. Okay. You will freeze your enemy before they do some funny move that you don't want them to do. Okay, it works. Right, next to the next batch of enemies. still as easy as ever, just defeating humans, and I've defeated a lot of humans since I played this game, so there shouldn't really be a problem. Also I should have the optimal characters with AI, so I can do permanent freeze. Okay, that was quick to be honest. And now to our good parallel enemy to defeat.
Take flight.
Okay. As well again.
Fallen leaves adorn my
This
night.
is really good to be honest.
My apologies.
We got like at least
No, my sword.
we got a team that works for us.
Stars, shine for me. The night is cold. Whirling snow. Embrace us.
As one with wind and cloud.
Out of my sight. Don't
Actually, you know what? I've been noticing this guy, the healer guy, is still alive. Yeah, so maybe we'll just defeat this guy.
My apologies.
How can we miss them? Like when the first time we attacked, we're just like mixing everyone up.
This is our majesty's
Also, that is why I'm using iron. You see, I can just easily avoid the Emerald Maiden's imprisoning curse. That one's avoidable, not like the one in Winters.
Rain outlines your fate.
I think my Echo's burst damage is pretty fine though. Like, the damage really not bad. And somehow we're back to our normal team again. Yep, exactly. Let's get started again. And this time, of course, let's defeat the healer guy. Always prioritize killing the healer first. That has always been my strategy since the first time I played this game. Even when back then I've only upgraded morale, and everyone else is still at level
Now you shall
1.
perish.
And we know one, but they're not playable at the point. So, well, as long as you got the strategy right, you should be okay.
My apologies.
Alright, and
Rebuild.
you know it's funny when we are literally faced with 3 of these guys, the knife guy.
Shine down.
You see the damage, right? Hey, my Xiang is still alive, barely though. So, let's focus on this guys first. I don't know if, oh yeah, the healer is taking action. So I'm just gonna try to defeat one of them first.
Where do you think you're going?
And also the healer, because apparently he's...
Allow me.
Yeah, you know the fact when they start doing these stuff and their arcane knives are overlapping with each other, it's gonna be annoying. I played like the one in Year, the demo in Year, and I can tell you a lot about that.
Hold the line.
Though I no longer do that domain though, because I don't really have like any intention going there again. Okay, let's kill the healer real quick, and we're left with these 3 guys, and we can just use first on all of them. But unfortunately, well, you see, it's that thing again when everyone overlaps. So I'm just gonna keep using Kokumi until we got hit. Okay,
Illusion
see,
shattered.
just got hit. So let's just use everyone.
Will not stand. Hold the line.
The flexibility of my team comes in when... Oh, we still have enemies. I thought we were done. We're not.
Nice and spicy.
So, the flexibility of our team, you know what, we're faced with... We don't even have animal right now. If we have animal, we can just mix them up like in the spiral place on the 11th floor back then, before February. I can just literally just swirl everyone in, and I haven't got an achievement for that. I don't know.
There is no escape.
Okay, so we can just put Pokemon around here, and then we just freeze the enemies. This one. So we should be good to go.
My apologies.
Alright, let's focus on the one that has died.
Illusion
That we remove the shield first, because they will be very annoying if we remove the shield but we didn't kill him right away. Right, this should be our last, and
Now you shall
first
perish.
damage. 42,000. Oh. Cavemen. Well, our item is not bad though. Finally, we see something higher than our previous showcase, which is about 26,000. About almost 2 times higher. So now we've completed that one, so this is gonna be our last challenge, and we are faced with Ayato and Yoimiya. And our enemies is basically like ruins and humans. So I'll have to consider this very carefully because, well, our score has been declining from 16,000 since the first time we start. Yeah, also this team is kind of weird. I don't know what team Ayato is supposed to be in. Maybe with Ayaka, but I really don't know right now. Okay, let me check. Yeah, so we should group them together, and then we have the Eremites. Huh. So the rest should be this. Okay. I think this could work. Let's try the skills. Hydro here, and here's the Pyro. The rest aren't. Let's try whatever works. At least we got the main one correct. Crit damage, of course, there's gonna be with Ayaka again. And here, let's try this too, okay? And I think this is okay. Anyway, let's just start. Okay, to our first challenge again. Let's not read that. And just use common sense to win. Okay, our team will go like this. Candace, when was the last time I used her? Of course, it's gotta be in Spiral Abyss. And I forgot it. How long have I've used her once in the Abyss for extra freezing, because you can't guarantee Pokemon skill will always be up every single time to freeze the enemies. So back then I relied on Candace, but since I got Xingqiu, I don't really rely on Candace because Xingqiu is a little more consistent for applying Hydro through his skill. But I think if I remember them correctly, Candace Burst should do the same but with your weapon or something. I don't know if I read that right, but that's what my friend told me. I don't really know how to use her, by the way. It's just speculation. Okay, the Fading the Ruins is best when done with freezing, because I don't know, it just feels better that way. So as always, because we feel better defeating ruins while they're being frozen, so might as well just finish these guys first. And these guys can do long range, which is why they're kind of like cheating. So let's just defeat all of them first. I mean, my Aika has some problem with too much injury charge. You know, injury charge is too much. The fact when you've been on cases, I mean, when you've seen yourself having full energy but still in the cooldown too many times, and that's when you know you have too much injury charge. And I think Mayaka is in that case. But I really don't know any better artifact right now, so I'm just gonna use this 197% injury charge Ayaka and only about 200 forgot enemy crit damage. Farming for artifact is hard. And fun fact, until now I don't have good pyro damage bonus artifact for Hu Tao. So you don't have good artifact, you're not low on this. And then here we have Ayato. If you know how to play Ayato, is to focus on his elemental skill. That's just it. Literally, it's just that. Let's just start challenge. Oh, new enemies. I can't believe it. This is the first time I meet the new enemy. Well, maybe because I don't explore much. Look at his elemental skill. Amazing. You see? Right, and yeah, I've seen one of these types of enemies before where they just summon their pets and you just have to kill their pets to kill them faster. It's not a new concept. I've seen it in the base back then, and I forgot which version though. Probably about January or before January. And then here we have the ruins again. And of course, for me, when you're faced with the ruins, it's better to face them again. You see how much nicer it is to just defeat them while they're freezing. They can't move and you just really attack them. It's that easy.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Okay, we did it. And then off to our last challenge, where now we actually have some new characters to try, Yoimiya. It's been so long since the last time I used Yoimiya. Back then I used Yoimiya for like the event where you do funny stuff like, you know that the whole soccer with elemental reaction? Yeah, that kind of thing. I don't even get to try her damage, so I might get some mechanics wrong with Yoimiya because it's been long since the last time I used her. So yeah, let me just do elemental burst real quick. If it's Ayato you're talking about, it's better to focus on elemental skill. It's really better just that, because most of his damage is literally just elemental skill. And I'm not kidding when I say that. I mean, it's kind of nice to have a simple character, since you probably would know how those characters would work. Okay, I didn't expect it to be so quick, which is good for us, because we want everything to be quick. So, Cavemen is like one of the few rare characters where you can actually do elemental damage in a ranged target, like you are aiming far away while you do range elemental damage. Oh no, we don't have that. We can't dodge Mirror Maidens in Imprisoning Curse. But okay, you can still survive this. We have Bennett as a healer, or so I thought. This is really getting. So just use Ayato. So we have 4 enemies left. Okay. Oh, I forgot to use Yoimiya's first before I use her skill, because apparently it consumes energy.
Shine down!
Out of my sight. Everybody stand back!
There is no
Okay,
escape!
to our last batch of enemies, which I think I am very familiar with. Oh, new enemy again? I thought. Okay, so aside from new enemies aside, the rest are the enemies I am very familiar with, because those are the exact enemies I fought every single day within the danger damage bonus domain. So yeah, exactly, that's what I see.
Torn to oblivion!
So, yeah. And that's it. That is our last challenge. Street Spirit. 13,000. We're getting better though. And that wraps it up for today. We have finished every single challenge in this event. And now, the last satisfying part is to claim every single one of the reward. Okay, just to double check, I've completed every single one of them. So now, let's claim Lisa skin. Obtain outfit. Let's just claim every one of them. Oh, this is not like Lantern Ride. Like in Lantern Ride, we can just like at least spam click and it would still work, right? I thought it would work here. Turns out I'm wrong. So this is not gonna be very satisfying. Also, I think I can already do 10 wishes. So, can I wish in Yelan's banner 10 times? It's gonna to have something to do with the battle pass, so I'm just gonna claim everything first. That got us to level 35, and I should be able to claim all the rewards. And okay, after this, I'm going to wish in Yelan's banner, because why not? So let's just see how much I can. Oh, I can already buy 10 fates. So here we have Hu Tao's banner. I have Constellation 0 Hu Tao. Let's just wish for Yelan. Of course, it's purple. What are you expecting? Are you really expecting gold? I really want Xingqiu, because my Xingqiu is at 5 constellation. And last time I picked Yao Yao because I thought I wouldn't wish on a high times banner, but turns out I did. The video is coming out soon and the result will be coming out soon. So yeah, I'm actually working on that video. Unfortunately though, we are served a weapon, not a character. I really wish I get character. Not Beidou though, I have full constellation Beidou. I'm not going to appreciate getting Beidou again. I want Xingqiu, which is a high risk because if you don't get Xingqiu, the other 2 character is not so good after all. Anyway, that's all for this video. And let's meet this guy first to say goodbye. And to say the proper goodbye, let's just say goodbye. Unfortunately though, his voice line is not voiced, so goodbye.